representing the Glowworms from Denver, fighting out of the red corner, it's Luke Holdorf. Holdorf!
All right. See you, Nate. Oh, sorry, JR. Sorry, man.
Holdorf in the blue and white, and his opponent fighting for Team Jackson all the way from Alabama, it's Ran Weathers.
So we have arrived at the second professional bout on this fight card this afternoon. The former kickdown lightweight champion Luke Holdorf will take on the fighter out of Jackson, out of Alabama, Ran Weathers. And JR, I have heard a lot about Ran Weathers. We know quite a lot about one Luke Holdorf from Denver, Colorado, fighting a man out of Alabama. This should be a quality matchup.
Really looking forward to this. Luke is always in the fight, no matter what, from any position. He's truly a mixed martial artist, although he's pretty well known for having his favorite technique being the guillotine.
Yeah.
We've watched him win a lot of fights with that in both the professional and the amateur ranks as he was coming up. So Luke, a very experienced fighter. We talked about it earlier, Steve. We're going to see here what the altitude does to Ran Weathers coming up from Alabama.
Weathers, white trunks, black stripe, again, full bout, 159 pounds.
And I'll tell you this, JR, I don't think that Luke Holdorf will be any stranger to applying the guillotine even in this bout. Look for it, I expect it, and we will see what will happen right now. And I think the altitude, as you referenced, will be a factor if it goes past the first round.
I think so too. Referee Jerome Locke giving the fighters their final instructions. Ran Weathers wearing the black and white trunks. Luke Holdorf wearing the blue and white trunks. Here we go, Steve.
We are off. Both fighters touch gloves, and a good leg, and then a big right by Luke Holdorf, and now they go up against the cage of combat, and Holdorf looking to take Weathers down, and Weathers takes him down.
Good body lock there by Weathers. He avoided a couple of takedown attempts from Holdorf in order to end up in side control here. We'll see what his ground game is like. Luke, no slouch off of his back, so we know he's got good defense.
The only thing you might question in this case would be the conditioning of Luke Holdorf as Weathers tries to get in and position for a rear naked choke, but it was Luke Holdorf that worked his way out of it and now works from his back in this opening round, JR.
Weathers pretty decent position here, although as we've talked about, Luke, he is dangerous off of his back. He tries to, yank an arm back to land a big punch or something. Luke will pop up that triangle pretty quick. Weathers looking very, very calm, doing a good job listening to his corner. Obviously, he's done his work getting ready for this fight.
Chilo Gonzalez working the corner of Luke Holdorf.
Good elbows by Weathers. A couple of those landed pretty solid.
Good
Luke
forearm.
trying to tie him up and go for the sweep while he's holding him down tight.
Tried the scissor, went away from it. Weathers still postures and works from the guard of Luke Holdorf. And Holdorf now, patient and methodic as he has always been, will work now. And it would appear, at least it did momentarily, that he might try a triangle, but was too high on it, and now he works closed guard.
Yeah, Weathers tried to pop over there for a guard pass. Luke used the opportunity to bring one leg up high, so Weathers had to reconsider that pass. But Weathers doing a good job controlling the position here. He hasn't really been in any kind of danger until now, but Holdorf's got the armbar in. Good position for it, but Weathers also with good defensive positioning here. And see if Luke's able to stretch him out. Weathers going to try and pull that arm out while he's keeping his chest down tight to Luke.
Luke Holdorf did a smart thing, worked the feet up the fence of the cage of combat. Now he's given up on that as he works closed guard. Ran Weathers now gets up, tries to land a punch, and Luke Holdorf does just what we've always seen him do, JR. Patient and methodic, working from the bottom.
Luke rolling for it hard. although Weathers, good defense there. I think Weathers listening to Holdorf's corner and knowing what Luke's going to go for there because he was really aware of what was happening.
A very nice transition there. Holdorf got out, kind of went back door, then ran Weathers did, and now Holdorf takes some shots with the left hand, now the right by Rand Weathers, and now 2, 3, 4, 5 land down intermittently. Jerome Locke looks on, looks like he might step in here if Holdorf doesn't do a better job of defending.
He is taking a good look at it. Holdorf was just about ready to his and Holdorf's looking like he's pretty out of it now.
And this fight is over. Jerome Locke has stopped this bout due to strikes, and he looks over and looked very disoriented.
Yeah,
JR.
Luke was very dazed there, kind of lost track of where he was. Some really nice shots landed by Rand Weathers, able to fend off a couple of submission attempts by Holdorf. Does a good job with the ground and pound, and going to go back to Alabama with the win.
Not much was known about Rand Weathers. I had heard about Rand Weathers through someone that I know that manages fighters by the name of George Ransom. He had told me about Rand Weathers some time ago. This fight was arranged several months ago, didn't happen, and then finally we get this at Warriors Collide here this afternoon as we look at the replay, JR.
And on the replay, Luke almost had him shrugged over the top. Weathers was a little bit high there for a moment, but good job wrapping his legs around, pulling himself back into the right position and able to take away the ground and pound.
2 seconds into round number 1. The winner representing Team Jackson from Alabama, it's Rand Weathers.
There's our official announcement of the time, 3 minutes, 2 seconds. Congratulations to Rand Weathers. Gets to make the long trip home knowing that he's coming back with the victory.
Referee stoppage due to strikes. We'll take it up to Eric Lalone.
Impressive victory out there. I've known those guys down there in Albuquerque for a while. What's it like training down there with them? You obviously got the skills.
Yeah, it's boring. I have no life. I just train all the fucking time. All the freaking time. It's all right, man. It's good. It's what I need, you know.
You got a lot of good skills out there. Finished with that ground and pound there. What was your game plan going into this fight?
Actually, my game plan was to keep it standing, but then we clinched, and I was like, fuck it. I was like, forget it. Let's just go to the ground. And then he snuck up on me with that armbar, and I was like, go, you stuffer. So fucking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with the potty mouth, he is single. All ladies. Oh. Big round of applause right there.